The truth is never complicated to the truth seeker. Hi, I'm HC, and watching this video until the end will help you understand yourself deeper than you understand it now. Stay tuned. Since change is one of the only constants that you could truly rely on, learning to navigate and adapt to it is not only important, it is essential to your growth. Relearning leverages the power of existing knowledge so that you can build a more balanced reality, in spite of the changes on your road to fulfillment. Relearning simply implies to learn something again, which is often necessary because the things we once understood often grow to no longer serve who we are becoming. Relearning is thus a great way to help you navigate towards fulfillment by avoiding the hindrances of dated knowledge that no longer assists your fruition. This is why relearning is such an important factor on the journey of you becoming your best you. So, without further ado, here are the steps on how to relearn. Step 1. Question everything. To question everything means to filter presented information before accepting it as objective truth. To filter information means to acknowledge and evaluate units of information before coming to a conclusion, as opposed to allowing questionable information to shape your understanding of reality without your explicit consent. This means to be critical about what you are being told or shown, and to make your own judgment instead of having judgments being made for you. You can imagine a critical mind like being a mesh that protects your home from unwanted insects and small animals, all the while still allowing for the flow of air to come into your home. It's stopping information and saying, wait, that does not belong in here. Oftentimes, things are only the way they are because we believe that they are to be so, never questioning or challenging that reality because, to our knowledge, it has always been so, and everyone else seems to accept it as such too. Your belief or commitment to said information often stops new or different knowledge from entering your mind, because the said information is a problem that your mind believes it has already solved. However, it is important to remember that just because you believe something to be there, that does not mean that it is there at all. It is important to question everything because a critical mind cannot stay blind. As said by international Canadian recording artist Tory Lanez, the truth sets you free, or it sets itself free. Always remember, the truth is never complicated to the truth seeker. Step 2. Contextualize information. Sometimes things appear to be true simply because it is being understood in a certain context. For example, let's say someone carries news to you and tells you that someone is going to knock your lights out. Then, negative thoughts may begin to emerge and you may begin to feel defensive, and in some cases, even afraid for what is to come, because what's on its way may be dangerous. However, you will then feel silly when you realize that the person actually wanted to challenge you in a game of one-on-one basketball, and he was saying that his three-point shooting ability will surely knock your lights out. Contextualizing information is a great conduit to relearning because it will help rid your mind of assumptions and unfounded beliefs. To contextualize information is to isolate the thought or the idea and to compare it against the environment, the way it is being presented, and why it was presented. Contextualizing information will help you avoid snap judgments that may be influencing the way you think and go about things, which is a great help in the process of relearning. Step 3. Eliminate fear. Fear is a major deterrent to growth and understanding. As a wise man once said, fear does not stop death, it stops life. By challenging your fear, you are able to access information otherwise inaccessible had you not crossed the line of fear. We are often frightened by the thought that a lot of what we know is a tall tale or a mistruth, because that would mean that we would have to do a lot of relearning. And that could be a very scary thought. However, in order to live your truth, you must be able to know your truth, and that knowledge is often hidden behind the very things we fear and avoid. Always remember, although danger can be very real, all fear is illusion-based. Eliminate fear and allow yourself to become who you are. Step 4. Be humble. Simply put, when we are stubborn, it's hard for new information to flow into our understanding of things. Once we are accustomed to having a certain attitude or way of thinking, it's hard to break that mold. Humility allows and encourages an open mind for new ways of doing and seeing things. The process of relearning is accelerated when you are open to alternate approaches to a desired result. With the aid of humility, old thoughts and habits are then able to be put in question and reevaluated. With humility, you are not operating on an ego basis, so you are able to look around you and properly evaluate your surroundings, thus enabling you to absorb the information vital for your progress on your journey to being true to you. Humility also helps with relearning by encouraging you to analyze yourself and your actions. With proper self-analysis, the opportunity to understand and adapt to your reality is created. Step 5. Challenge your emotions. It is often the case that we refuse new information because of our emotional attachment to old information. For example, let's say you believe your ex-boyfriend is a great person because you've had such great experiences throughout your years of knowing him, and you have never encountered any belittlement or malevolent treatment towards you or any other person for that matter. In this circumstance, if someone would tell you that they had terrible experiences with said ex-partner, despite any facts or experiences they share with you, it may be very hard for you to believe the accusations or to change your mind about the person because your emotions have a lock on your perception. Challenging your emotions means to take your heart out of the equation and to critically evaluate the situation based on the presented evidence. Then, instead of clinging to a belief, you are more likely to consider all factors, bearing in mind the different elements of what you are being presented. Challenging your emotions is a major part of relearning because it is giving your mind the opportunity to be the problem-solving tool that it was meant to be, uninterrupted by affairs of the heart. Often, we are so emotionally attached to one idea that we fail to realize that the actual truth is being hidden behind the smokescreen of our feelings and emotions. Step 6. Say no. In this context, to say no means to negate the comforting hold of the old information that no longer serves for your growth. In the course of relearning, It is often the case that the most difficult part is not going back to our old ways after the new information has been understood and accepted. Saying no is denying that past reality from preventing your growth on your journey to being true to who you are. It is to say no to what no longer serves you, to say no to failure, negative thoughts, and negative ideas, and to say yes to you, and yes to the illuminating reality of the becoming of the best version of you. So that's it, Howell family. Those are the 6 steps on how to relearn and to start moving forward today. Thank you for watching this video until the end. You are appreciated. Post a comment below to let people know how relearning has helped you on your journey. Like and share this video, and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. I'll see you here next time on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.